G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So today, well actually I've got no idea what we're filming today. There's these odd days where I don't have an idea for my filming. Today is definitely one of those days. I think I do really well at daily vlogging and coming up with content, with the odd exception. But before we do today's video, I need to clean the skimmer on the pond because my trees have decided that they want to drop 90% of their leaves. I don't know if it's like the heat wave or what, but I need to vac the bottom as well. This is going to be hard for me. Hang on, wait 2 secs. Alright guys, so I turned the everything off actually. See, the water's not rippled so you guys could maybe see better. But obviously I'm an idiot. I've got polarized lenses for the camera inside, but we're not going to grab them. Instead I'm just going to like try and show you like this. Can you guys actually see how many leaves are at the bottom of the pond? Now, last weekend I cleaned this pond leaf free. Like, when I say leaf free, maybe less than 10 leaves at the bottom. What day is it? Is it Tuesday? No shit, there's literally like, I would say 1,000 leaves in the pond. The pond has slope floors, so it does fall a bit, but the problem is the algae grows on the bottom of the pond and the leaves stick to the algae and they don't slide down. So the fall on the floor really does no justice for me. But in saying that, I've never owned a pond with a flat floor of this caliber, so I'm comparing nothing to this pond, if that makes sense. So this video isn't about the pond, but what do you guys think? Does it look cool? Does the video footage look cool when I turn everything off? Can you actually see way better? So I've said this in the videos before. The pond doesn't look as clear in the videos as it does in real life. And the last 2 people who have come over that are your fellow subscribers actually said it to me. Wow, it's way clearer in person. But I think with all the filters turned off, you guys might be able to see a bit better how clear it is. I love the koi. Can you guys just see how majestic they are? I could just do vlogs like of the koi, no talking. What do you guys reckon? Nah, don't be silly. This one's psycho. It'll probably suck on this pipe. Oh, it just stabbed itself. We had to go to Bunnings to get one 4mm riser. It was really frustrating, and it was actually kind of embarrassing spending $1 at Bunnings. I was like thinking of other things I could buy just so I didn't look like an idiot. But anyway, I'm going to show you where the riser goes, I guess. Alright guys, so I'll just quickly show you what that little riser was for. It's for the brine shrimp hatchery. Basically, if you've got a riser, it sits right at the bottom of the bottle and you don't have to worry about trying to get an air stone or anything in. So they just sit there like that, right at the bottom, and it means that none of the brine shrimp get accumulated at the bottom. I had a piece of, I don't know where I threw it. I had a piece of airline, rigid black line trying to run to the bottom, but it's like curved and it wasn't working. I have no idea where that riser went. I remember using it. I put the riser on a 3mm airline to use it as a siphon when I had eggs in there to siphon out the dead eggs. And it's in this vicinity somewhere. It's probably in this shelf, to be honest. I did actually have a look through the shelf, but obviously not good enough. But let's get to today's subject. We got a new fish. I had kind of forgot about it. We got it yesterday, and I basically forgot that we could make today about this fish. So, she is a Veja cross. It's called a broken Veja. I've got no idea what type. The guy that I bought her off did give me a label with her, but with the history of the Australian Vija, I'm just not going to put that label on it. So I'm just going to call it a broken Vija. Broken meaning broken bloodline. It's what they call them overseas. So basically, I've given her a meth blue bath. I wormed her, and I don't know what to breed her with. I'm leaning towards Charles. I know he's a good breeder, but the problem is she is a Vija, so it is high risk. The chances are he could come out second best, and I don't want that because he's my favourite. I know I shouldn't say that in front of Elsa, but Charles is my favourite. I don't know what it is, maybe because when we got these fish, Brett grew up Elsa, I grew up Charles. Because originally, as I've said a million times, if you're a new person to the channel, Elsa is called Elsa because it was meant to be a girl. When we got it, it looked like a girl. And then he just bloomed. So basically, I'm thinking about setting 2 pairs up today. I'm pretty confident the Vija's healthy. I went to the guy's house. Shout out Jed. I'm pretty sure he watches my videos. She's got a scab on her side where she got attacked by a male that he tried to pair her with. But I looked at her. I looked at the other fish that were near her. There was definitely no sickness. So I'm like really confident she's actually healthier than my other Vija who currently has fin rot, but that's a subject for another day. She is healing, guys. I've been going mad with the meth blue. This bottle's nearly empty. I gotta make up some more. I've got the powder, so I just make up my own bottles. But anyway, I reckon we throw her in. No risk, no reward, I guess. I don't condone not quarantining fish for 6 weeks, but YOLO is what I like to say. I've done all the preventative medication, so there's no reason why she can't go in. Oh, and the other thing is, I got my Fosco sitting down there. He needs his tank back. If anybody wants to buy a nice Fosco male, $30. I would actually, my first go-to would be to breed Aaron with the Vija, because Aaron is my least expensive boy. And at the end of the day, we're just trying to create F1 fry to breed with Elsa. But I sold Aaron, and Aaron has been paid for, so that's the reason he's in a basket as well. He was actually in the pond, but there was a bit of tiff-toff going with the Vija, and then also who else was it? I can't remember. I think it was the Barramundi, because the Barramundi can fit through the divider. And so he separated him because he's leaving us mid-February. I scraped a little bit of calluses on his head, and hopefully that grows back nicer. The only problem with being in a basket is his cock's going to go down even further. But I've told the new owner. The new owner's got like a nice 6-foot tank. He'll thrive in the tank. I think I've actually already told you guys this. Alright, so I guess let's just throw the Vija in and see what she does. I'm really curious to see. My other one is a real sook. I'm pretty sure the main reason I haven't actually been able to breed her is because she just hides like 100%. I've never seen a flower horn or any American hide as bad as she does. But hopefully this one's got a different personality. It's definitely different to my other one, whatever the cross is. But so I don't think I've had the other one with Charles. I had it with Minardo, which is my old male. But the old one used to just sit up in the corner behind that pipe to the point that she wasn't even eating. And basically to get her eating, I had to take a male out. I don't know where she is. She's down there somewhere. There she is. Her fin's coming back good. She's been a bit smashed. I'm pretty sure it was by Aaron, the male flower horn. Charles is actually being a little bit aggressive. What are you doing, buddy? Calm down. So anyone that's bred flower horns, you know, they've got to figure out who's boss. I've explained it to you guys before about the first hour. It can look vicious, but sometimes you just got to let them go. Anyway, while I'm in the mood of putting pairs together, let's get TPS out. I'm really hoping I get a nice red female from this batch here, guys, because both of my current breeder females are fading, and as cool as it is they're fading, I'm excited about it because anything could happen, sort of thing. Alright, so Troop TPS is going with Elsa. So like, I'm excited about the fading, but I want like a nice rich red girl to show you guys the red that you can actually get from the vampire line. My old girl was so red, it was ridiculous. So Trooper was actually the one fading, and then TPS wasn't fading, and now TPS has actually faded more than Trooper, which leads me to believe Trooper might not fade. I reckon she might come back. The other thing is she had the fin rot, so that might have been something to do with it. Might have even just been a loss of tail colour because of stress, because if you look at her now, you almost wouldn't pick her as a fader. I don't know. I'm on the fence with this one. I don't have a lot of history with faders, but the white through her fins is definitely a sign of fading. These two are going to go psycho. Definitely going to have to watch this pair very carefully. I really need to drop the water level in that tank too, because Elsa constantly smashes his head on the bracing. Maybe I'll do that now. I really don't like that. What are these two doing? This feature's quite nice. It doesn't have a lot of black through it. So if I breed these two, they are gonna lack script maybe. But it's got like a real, I don't know if you can see it on the camera. It's like a really green, like peachy pearl through it. Should be able to see it there. It's definitely nicer than the other one. Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up there. I'm just gonna chill here and watch these two for a while. Obviously you can see just there Charles is chasing her, but we'll see what happens. Charles has actually had a bit of a angry streak. He beat up one of my other girls. I don't know if you guys have seen her on the channel. She had a name BS, but it was just Bling's sister. So I'm actually a bit wary of Charles at the moment. Elsa's usually the more aggressive one, but Elsa has never actually hurt a female, whereas Charles has. So Charles comes across way more passive, and then when you least expect it, seems to be a dick. But we'll see what happens, eh guys? I really want to make a bit more African content, but the lack in African content has actually been part of my lack of interest in the Africans at the moment. I don't know why. Africans have always been my favourite, and they always will be. I always end up back at Africans, but I'm just having way too much excitement at the moment with the flower horns. And yeah, that's about it. I've got heaps of fry growing out with the Africans. There's definitely no shortage of Africans around, and I'm not selling any African colonies. Maybe either my Code Blue or a Lunacara, but that's for a later date. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, subscribe for more. If you've got some video suggestions, don't be afraid to drop it in the comments. At this point, I'll pretty much do anything that's reasonable. In saying that, you guys all want to know how that filter there works. So maybe that'll be the next video. Stick with me, and if you're not subscribed, hit subscribe and we'll make that the next video. Come on, light. And don't put a sensor light in your room. It's bloody annoying. Nah, I shouldn't say that. Do it. It saves electricity. Anyway, peace.